Good morning, good morning. Today is a lower body stretch, strength, and form day. I'm always really excited about our workouts in the morning. We're gonna stretch, we're going to do some strength exercises, and we're gonna work on making sure that our form is right so that we're recruiting the right muscles and that we're burning the most calories and getting the most benefit out of the workout. So as always, first things first, let's stretch. Deep breath in, breathing in through your nose, exhale out of your mouth, inhale up, exhale the other side, inhale up, step over to the side, slowly bending forward, forward fold. As I'm looking down, I'm noticing that I'm wearing shoes, and sometimes I don't like to wear shoes, so I like to just feel the ground under my feet. So sometimes I might decide to take my shoes off, so if you wanted to also, go for it. Feel that stretch in your lower back. Kind of shift your weight left to right, feeling that stretch in your calves and in your hamstrings. Step one foot back and then the other, pressing your heels into the floor, just relaxing your neck and your shoulders, pushing into the downward facing dog position. Now when you shift your weight left to right from one foot to the other foot, this is called walking the dog, taking the dog for a walk. Now if you come up on your toes and rotate your ankles around, you can feel that stretch a little bit differently in the lower part of your leg, from your knee down. You start to feel it a little bit more in the front part of your leg and not just in your calf muscles. So that's always something that you can try too. Step one foot forward and then straighten that leg, feeling that stretch in your calf and in your hamstring. That leg that's forward, bring that same hand down to your foot. Rotate that other arm up, looking up towards that hand, pulling your belly button in so that you're nice and stable. Using your breathing, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, bring your hand that's up back down to your foot. As you look back behind you, you can actually bend that front knee a little bit to give you a little bit more stability, and then bring the other arm up. And you should be feeling this stretch in your hip of the knee that is up front and bent. So looking up towards your fingertips, rotating your torso as you're looking up, to kind of get a little bit additional stretch in that lower back and opening up your chest. Bring that hand down. Step that foot back into downward facing dog one more time. Taking the dog for a walk. Step the other foot forward. Straighten that leg, feeling that stretch in your calf and in your hamstring, bringing your torso a little bit closer, a little bit closer. If you need to get a deeper stretch, you can always bring that back foot a little bit further back, okay? If you're not as flexible, you can bring your back leg a little bit more forward, okay? So bring that same hand of the foot that's forward down to your foot and rotate the arm up, looking looking up towards your hand. Pulling that belly button in for stability and control. Using that breathing. Bring that hand down. As you look back behind you, bring the other arm up. Feeling that stretch in your hip of your foot that is forward. Hand up, and then you can kind of rotate your torso towards the ceiling, opening up your chest. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Bring that hand back down. Bend your knee into lunge position, okay? Feeling that stretch in your hip flexors. Your hip flexors are the muscles that are in your lap area where your hips bend by your torso. Bring that back knee down to the floor and stand yourself up. So you're in a kneeling lunge. Pull your belly button in as you bring your opposite hand to the knee that is forward so that you can lift up that back foot and grab it with your other arm and pull that foot into your butt to get a good quad stretch. And breathe. Whenever you breathe out, think about relaxing your shoulders and letting your shoulders drop, releasing stress and tension that you carry in your shoulders. I have to constantly remind myself of that. You'll probably even see me in videos and stuff that I do when my shoulders are real, like near my face because I'm like so tense. So just use the opportunity when we're exercising to notice that when you're breathing out, just relax those shoulders. Put those shoulders down and back. And then drop that knee back down. Straighten that front leg as you're sitting back on your heel. If that is uncomfortable, just step your leg further forward and bring your torso towards your leg, stretching the calf and the hamstring and your lower back. All right, bring that leg that's forward back to meet the other leg, stepping forward with the opposite leg. Go ahead and bring that knee up for now, just so you have a chance to stretch that hip flexor. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Bring the knee down to the floor, and then stretch that front leg back. So you feel that stretch in your calf, your hamstring, and your lower back. Breathe into the stretch. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Coming up, pulling your belly button in, nice and tight. Bring the opposite hand to your forward knee, and then lift that back foot and grab it with your other arm. Pull that foot in towards your butt. Use your breathing. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And release. Bring your hands down to the floor. Lift that knee up. Step your foot back to meet your other foot. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. We're in downward facing dog. Taking the dog for a walk. One more time. Slowly walk your feet forward to your hands. Bend those knees. Slowly roll up. About halfway, keep that flat back, and then bring your hands straight up. This is in chair position. Okay, so in chair position, when you're looking down at your feet, make sure your knees aren't going over your toes and that your weight is in your heels so that you're feeling this not only in your quads but also in your hamstrings and your glutes. And when your hands come up, you are feeling your spine in one long position, one straight line, and you're feeling your erector spinae, which are your muscles that go all the way from the top of your pelvis all the way up to your ribs and basically up to your shoulders, okay? Those are flexing. This is so good for back health. Bring those hands down, butt slowly up, going into a forward fold position. Giving those legs a break for a second. We're gonna go back into chair position. Here we go. Sitting the butt right back into chair, bringing those arms up. This time, we're gonna reach one arm back. Now, as you're reaching this arm back, I want you to notice I'm not just bringing my arm back, I'm rotating my torso, which opens up the chest and kind of forces you to put that weight a little bit more back into your heels and into your hips. Bring that hand back forward, hands to the floor, straighten those legs, give those legs a break. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Inhale, we're coming up to chair again. Bringing those arms up, we're gonna rotate to the other side, bringing that arm back, rotating our torso to the wall, okay? Not just our arm, but our whole torso. Bring that arm back forward, hands down, butt up. You guys feel that in your inner thighs and in your glutes and also in your quads. This is preventing us from being quad dominant. We're engaging all of the muscles. All right, we're gonna come back up to chair position. We're gonna shift our weight into one leg, okay? As we bring the other leg up, okay? So again, we wanna focus on keeping that weight in mostly our heel, okay? And we want to make sure that we're not too far forward, okay, because that makes us lose our balance, really. Okay, come down, touch those toes, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Coming up to chair, shift your weight over into the other foot this time, into your heel, bringing that opposite leg up. We're holding. Use that breath. Hold. And bring it down. Nice and slow. Hands to your toes. Good. All right. Slowly roll up. Slowly roll up. Getting a nice stretch in your upper shoulder as you roll up. We're gonna do the warrior positions, okay? So, kind of step towards the front of your mat, step back with one foot so that you're in a lunge position. We're gonna bring both arms up, okay? This is what is called warrior one. So, here, your knee is directly above your ankle and your torso is facing the same direction as your knee, as your arms are coming up by your ears and you're looking up through your fingertips and you're lifted through the top of your head and sucking that belly button in. So not only are you working your quad, your glutes, and your hamstrings, okay, from the lunge position, but you're also engaging that core as you're reaching up. Okay, then we're gonna release these arms over to our front and rear, okay? This is warrior 2. So the same leg that is forward, bring that same arm forward and the other one back. So the leg gets back, the arm gets back. And you're holding, keeping that weight in your heel. And then let's just step together for a second. Okay, so you went from warrior 2, step together. We're gonna bring both arms forward, one leg back, warrior 3 position. In this position, when you're balancing, it'll help to pull your belly button in, keep your hips square. So rather than focusing on getting height with your leg, focus on keeping your hips pointed towards the floor, okay? Even if your leg is right here, for now, as you focus on getting those hips square, that's more important than getting your leg high, because if you get that rotation in your leg, then it's gonna be harder to balance, okay? So getting that balance factor down first is more important than getting height, okay? Go ahead, bring it down for a second, and then we're gonna come back up because I've been doing a lot of explaining. So we're gonna go back down into that warrior 3 position, arms come up, focusing on keeping the hips square as that leg is up. Inhale up. Now we're gonna do everything we just did on the other side. So I'm gonna kind of switch my directions here. I'm gonna step my opposite foot forward. So I'm in a lunge position, bring my arms up into warrior 1. Breathe, remember to pull that belly button in and feel lifted from the top of your head. Engaging that core, engaging the legs, the glutes. We're gonna bring the back leg arm back, front leg arm forward. Warrior 2. Using that breathing. And then we're going to, the leg that is forward is gonna take the weight as we shift our weight forward into warrior 3. Focusing on keeping our hips nice and square, belly button lifted, okay? Focus on one point on the floor. And while you're here, instead of, like I said, instead of focusing on height here, focus on being elongated, like your fingers are being pulled to one side of the room as your toes are being pulled to the other side, okay? Nice and long. That'll help you focus on pulling your belly button up into your spine. Breathe up and in through your nose. Good, exhale. Meet me in the middle right here, okay? Shift your weight over into one foot. So we bring the other leg up to your knee. So that arch of your foot is in your knee. And we're gonna do a front lift, down, and then a lateral lift, down. So what's important here is that we pull our belly button in for stability, okay? And we're thinking about keeping our abs and our core nice and tight for control. And when we do that, when we extend that front leg out to the front, and then we're going out to the side, we have nice control and we're engaging all of the muscles that need to be engaged. So we're not just kicking our leg out and then kicking it out to the side. We're focusing on engaging the muscles in this exercise to really work them and burn calories and build muscle at the same time and work on your stability and balance, okay? Leg forward and out. Forward and out. Forward and out. One more. Forward and out. Touch your toes, nice and slow. Forward fold. Shift your weight left to right. Give that lower leg a little break. Come up on your toe and twirl that ankle. Roll up. Roll up. Shift your weight into your other leg. Leg comes up, okay? And you can put your arms out to the side too if that helps you balance, or you can put your arms right here, okay? Just get your balance, pull that belly button in, focus on nice controlled core, okay? And we're extending and then going out laterally. Front, lateral, front, lateral, front, lateral, front, lateral. Couple more. Front, lateral. One more. Front and to the side. Down, bend down, touch your toes, nice and slow. Bring your butt down to the floor, nice and slow, nice and slow. Sit down on the floor, bring your feet straight out in front. This is what I call the pike position. And we're just gonna lean forward, stretching our lower back, stretching the muscles in the backs of our legs. So in essence, this is the forward fold. We're just sitting down, okay? And use your breathing in this exercise to help you get a little bit deeper stretch, okay? So breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth. All right, we're gonna bring our legs out wide, okay? We're gonna lean forward, stretching those hamstrings. Okay. Try to keep your toes pointed towards the ceiling whenever you lean forward. If your legs come in, you don't get quite as much benefit. So try to keep your toes pointed up or back as you lean forward. Breathe up. We're going to rotate our torso towards one leg. Bring that torso down to your leg, stretching your lower back and your hamstring. And what I want you to focus on in this stretch is keeping your hip down. So don't rotate that other leg in order to get your torso down to the leg that you're stretching towards. Keep your hip down, rotate your torso, and try to get as close as you can without lifting your hip. And come up. Okay, we're gonna leave our hand on the floor as we lift one arm up and stretch over towards your leg, opening up the side of your body, leaving your hip planted down. Breathing into the stretch. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathe up. Okay, we're going down to the other side, keeping your hips planted. We're gonna bring our torso towards our leg. You can reach your arms forward towards your foot and grab onto your foot, or maybe just your calf if it's easier for you to grab your calf. Breathing into your stretch. I like to give myself a little massage on my legs or on anything that I'm touching. Double whammy, stretching and massage. Myofascial release, which is basically what a massage is. All right, sitting up nice and tall, lifting the opposite arm from the leg that we're stretching towards. keeping that hip planted on the floor, feeling that stretch in your lats, in your obliques, in your back, your erector spinae, your lower back, your quadratus lumborum. And keeping that belly button nice and engaged and pulled in, okay? So we're actually feeling lifted in our abdominal area, okay? Nice. Coming up, we're gonna bring this foot into our thigh region as we reach down towards this foot, keeping your hips planted. This is stretching the lower back and your hamstrings. Also your lats and your obliques. Breathe up. Switch legs. Down. Opening up your hip area. You know, make this stretch your own. You can rotate your torso based on where you need to loosen up those muscles, but make sure that you keep your belly button pulled in and your core engaged throughout this exercise. All right, breathing up, bring both legs forward. Cross one ankle over the opposite knee and bring that foot in towards your butt, okay? You can walk your hands in towards your butt too, and this is the figure 4 position, okay? This is stretching your glutes, your piriformis, your hips, okay? QL, lower back. I love this stretch. You could also just leave your leg down and stretch forward, or you can lean back on the floor and pull your legs in towards your torso. I kind of like sitting so that I have like 2 areas for control. So I'm pushing my legs in towards my torso and I'm using my arms to push my torso towards my legs. Extra control. All right, switch legs, bring your legs down, cross the other ankle over the other knee. Bring that foot in towards your butt. This side for me is not as flexible. And one thing that can help you get a little bit deeper stretch is by pressing your knee out and away from you as you're bringing your ankle in towards you, okay? That helps to stretch those muscles a little bit more too. And with stretching, you want to make sure that you're having like a good pain in stretch. If you're feeling like an acute, sharp, excruciating pain, please stop. Because that is not good. Okay, I don't want you to hurt yourself or push it too far, okay? So pay attention to how your body is feeling and reacting to you stretching. All right, let's bring that foot down. Roll back onto your mat. Okay, bring one leg up at a 90-degree angle and turn towards that opposite side. Bring your arms out to the side with you. This is a supine spinal twist, okay? This is opening up your lower back and your chest at the same time. Use your breathing. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathe in, square your hips, bring that leg down, opposite leg up, 90-degree angle, and twisting over to the side. Nice and slow. My back always pops when I do this exercise. Opening up your chest, your shoulder. Breathe into the stretch. Let your breathing get you deeper into the stretch. Pulling that belly button in. Breathe in. Square your hips. Foot down. One big straight leg sit up as you reach towards your feet one more time. Bringing your torso as close as you can in towards your legs. Bring your legs over to the side. Come up onto your hands and your knees. Curl your toes under, hips up, heels back. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Downward facing dog. Take the dog for a quick walk. It's just a quick one. Walk your hands in towards your feet. Bend your knees slightly and roll up nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Feeling that nice stretch of your back as you come up. Breathing in. Meet me in the middle. Deep breath in. And exhale. All the way down to garland pose. Letting your butt drop below your knees. Using your elbows to press your legs out. Stretching those inner thighs. Deep breath in. Come all the way up. Exhale. Stretching those arms. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Great job. Hope you're feeling nice and strong, but also relaxed at the same time. And I know this was a little bit different exercise, so be sure to comment and let me know what you think about it. And I hope you reflect back on this for tips about how to engage and control during the movements that we're going to be doing, okay? Great for body weight exercises before you get into adding a lot of weight. So hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time right here.